Got 4 new records. The first up, Fantastic Music from Outer Space by Russ Garcia and his orchestra. This is Space Age Exotica. It came out in 1958, and the term exotica can refer to a couple different things. Typically, people think of jungle exotica or tropical exotica and the stuff that Les Baxter was peddling. Well, there's also space exotica that took its inspiration from the 50s fascination with space travel. So this is orchestral arrangements sprinkled with electronic sounds to give it that 50s otherworldly sound. The album was intended to simulate a journey through the solar system. And, you know, if you're interested, it's easy to find on Discogs for under 30 bucks and a great addition to my Exotica collection. Good record. Dr. John, I love this guy. This came out in 1981. It's called Plays Max Rennebeck, which is his real name. Sundays put it out in 2023. This is like a deluxe edition of the 81 record. It's his first unaccompanied solo record ever. At this point, I don't know what he did later in his career, but at this point, he had never done a solo unaccompanied piano record. It was recorded, like I said, in 81 at a low point in his career. And when he put this out, he was praised by critics, saying it was one of the finest albums he'd ever done. It wasn't adventurous, it was comfort food, but it was a real representation of New Orleans piano with boogie woogie and blues and jazz and a nod to Professor Longhair. And it's funky, swampy, soulful, and I think it's his best record. And I'm just thrilled to have it expanded. There's a whole second LP of cuts that were never on the first album. And again, came out on Sundays, 2023. Next up, we're getting into some electronic music. I got another album by Pole. I love Pole. Stefan Betke goes by the name Pole. He's a German electronic musician and mastering engineer. And in the 90s, he started putting out ambient techno records with lots of analog glitch that were rooted in dub. And I love dub. He developed his signature sound by running his music through a broken Waldorf 4-pole filter, and which made buzzing and crackling noises at random times throughout the music, and on top of his dense, heavy dub. His first 3 albums, this is a little more organic and a little more earthy, and with these electronic guys, they start off with their basic mission statement and kind of, you know, branch off from here. So this is apparently, when you read, it's inspired by walks in the woods, and the sound does bear that out, that it's a little more organic, a little soft, there's more melody. His first 3 albums, though, are just fantastic. This came out in 98, this came out in 99, and this came out in 2000, and they are masterpieces of damaged dub minimalism. It's a haze of stuttering fuzz. These, to me, are the greatest late-night dubbed chill-out records I have. I love these albums. So whenever I see a new Pole, I know it's going to be a bit of a deviation from the original mission statement of this crackling, deep dub, but I grab it. I like Pole. And finally, another guy like Jan Jelinek, another German electronic artist. This is his 4th record, came out in 2005, and it's a nod to cosmic music, or krautrock. And in addition to the ambient techno sound, he's incorporated looped and treated guitars and vibraphone with his warped electronics. And like the last one, it's a little more earthy. He's moving away from his first few records, and this is more earthy and organic sounding. That's it.